at home and staying safe. I'm so sorry. Thank you for bringing us home, officer. Let's get a cup of tea, Vincent. Let's get a cup of tea. Oh, gracious. Get that sugar in. Get the sugar. Yes. Ah, that's it. Just tip it all in. Oh, sugar's good for shock, boys and girls. Vincent, poor Vincent and me. We said to ourselves this morning, we're getting a little bored at home. We can't be bothered staying in another day. So, boys and girls, and even we went to Portglenone Forest. And I know that Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister, he says do not go to Portglenone Forest, but I did. Oh, there, Vincent, there. Oh, big breaths. And out. And as we were walking through the forest, and it was lovely, well, what do you think there would be? There would be the sirens going. And all of a sudden, through the trees, there came 2 police officers. I have never been involved with the police in all my life. Except in 1973, remember? And I suppose there was 1997 as well. But aside from those 2 occasions, I have never been involved with the police. And they took us, boys and girls, they put cuffs on our hands, and they put us in the police car, and they have brought us home. It's been very traumatic, boys and girls, most traumatic. I need this tea, get the tea down me. Oh, boys and girls, never again will I be leaving this house. I am here for the duration of the Great Isolation. I should have listened. I should have said, Boris Johnson, you know what you're about. Stay at home and stay safe. Oh dear. I'm sure Tess and Mike will be mortified at the thought of a police car outside their house. Oh dearie dear. Okay, well, boys and girls, we would need to recover ourselves. So, have a good day, and boys and girls, stay inside. Bye-bye, boys and girls. Bye-bye.
Hello everybody, I hope you're all well. We were very relieved to get Auntie Corona and Uncle Vincent back home safely. It was great that the police didn't keep them or put them in prison or something terrible like that. I can't imagine that many of you have been in prison, but I have. I have been in prison through my work, and a prison is not a very nice place to be. A prison is full of doors and full of locks and full of prison guards, and it's a really very sad place to be. It's sad for people who maybe deserve to be there, and it's sad for people who don't deserve to be there too. And the Bible tells us that sin imprisons us. It's a bit like us being in prison. It takes away our freedom. And I think of sin a bit like this ball of wool. And I need a volunteer to help me explain this. So I've asked Jonah if he could come and sit beside me. And whenever we sin, could you put out your hands like that? It's like a big cord or a big rope comes and starts to wrap its way around us. And I was thinking about whenever I was younger, and I was thinking about a time that my mummy told me to do something and I did not do it. We used to live in Glenhue Park, and at the bottom of Glenhue there was the brook. And a lot of the boys and girls from Mahocha will know about the brook because it snakes all the way around our village. And my mummy said, do not go near that brook. She was trying to keep me safe. But some friends had made a raft, and the raft was very exciting, and I wanted to go on that raft. So I went to the brook with some of these friends. I disobeyed my mum, and it was like sin was wrapping itself around me. And of course you can imagine the raft wasn't very good. And whenever I was on the raft, I slipped and my foot went into the brook. And I had a soaked leg. And I came home and my mum said to me, have you been to the brook? And I said, no, I haven't. I have not been to the brook. And another cord of sin wrapped around me. I was now lying to my mum. And then my mum, who knew that I had been at the brook, because mums always do know, she said, to your room. And I was very, very angry. And another cord of sin went wrapped round my arms. And then after that, I felt ashamed, and I felt sad, and I felt worried. And this is what happens to us, that one sin often leads to another sin. And sin always makes us feel bad and sad and worried. I would like to say that was the last time I sinned, but it definitely has not been. But they usually follow that same pattern, where one sin leads to another, and I feel really, really miserable about it. And that is how sin takes away our freedom. But there's a verse in the Bible, and it's found in John chapter 8, verse 36. Jonah, can you sit there? So if the Son sets you free, you will be free indeed. And when Jesus died on the cross and took the punishment for our sins, he opened up the door for us to come to say to him, I am very sorry. I am sorry, Jesus, for all the ways I have let you down. And I want to make you chief, number one, in charge of my life. And when we do this, it's like Jesus comes along and takes the scissors and cuts all those cords of sin. And he sets us free. Free to enjoy him, free to have the best life and the very best fun. Jesus wants to make us free, and he wants to give us great joy. He wants to forgive us, but we do need to be sorry for our sin and ask him to take it away. If the Son sets you free, you'll be free indeed. Bye-bye.